What up, YouTube? It's your boy J Tunes, and welcome back to another FIFA 22 career mode episode. This time, guys, we are going to be doing something a little bit different. In this video, we are going to be doing a rebuild. If you guys don't know what it is, a cool challenge that I see a lot of YouTubers doing is we're basically going to take a club. The club we are going to be taking is going to be Newcastle and taking them to glory. We're going to try to get them into Champions League and winning the Champions League, getting back that European glory, and also winning the league if possible. We're gonna do it until we actually get it. Every single season will be in this episode until we do it. I am only allowed to play in the European League, so that means everything else is going to be simmed. Also, before we get into this, guys, I don't cry if I get rid of somebody that you like. And hopefully you guys enjoy. If you guys enjoy these rebuilds, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what I can do to make the videos better in the future if you guys do enjoy these, because if you guys do, we'll do more of them. We are going to be doing Newcastle, guys. Like I said, kind of feels right just because of the, they just got bought out. So we're going to do the same thing in today's video. We are going to go ahead and jump into this. We're going to be doing this on legendary. That's a lot of zeros. I think that's $1 billion. That's what I'm going to do. Financial takeover of $1 billion. That's crazy right now. Yeah, that's nuts. Yeah, I feel like that's a lot of money right there, bro. That's a lot of zeros. You know what? Financial takeover. We're going to do it, guys. We're going to try to get them to glory again. We are going to be simming everything except for the European competitions. That's the only time that I can actually play. And we'll see how this goes. Everything else, legendary, negotiations, all that stuff, and dollars, just because I understand dollars a bit better. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get into this, guys. Again, please don't get upset if I get rid of one of your favorite players. And yeah, that's exactly what we're going to be doing here. Let's go ahead and get started here, guys. Again, it's first time doing these rebuilds. If you guys enjoy, drop a like, subscribe, and let me know what I can do better in the future on these videos. But let's see if we can actually take them to glory. All right, guys, looking at this squad, it needs a lot of help. And we all know Newcastle needs a lot of help. With the takeover, we got a lot of money. The richest group in football literally owns Newcastle now. So we have a lot of money to play around with this. There are some players that I would definitely want to keep on the squad. I know he's been kind of a disappointment for Newcastle fans. But there are some players here like Saint, for example, Will Lock, up and coming kid with a lot of potential. Hayden as well could potentially stay for us. The back line needs a lot of help, except for Jamal might stay around. But besides that, guys, honestly, Woodland probably would maybe be our backup. I don't know, but there is a lot of players that I want to get out of the team. And it is very, very long here, the list of players that are on this squad that honestly have not been panning out. They do have Savage, which we will keep and try to grow for sure. But with the money that we have, we are going to make a lot of big moves. Hopefully, we'll be able to sign these players. But first off, I'm going to change formations because this 5-back stuff doesn't work for me. All right, guys, so I'm thinking about going with a 4-4-2. Satan, of course, playing that left mid for us. Hayden Willock, I actually really like. I definitely don't want to get rid of these guys. I think I'm going to end up keeping them. We'll just have them as backups, honestly, for the squad once we get things moving here. Lewis as well, I kind of like. I think he has potential as well. So we'll end up keeping him, I think, the right back as well. But again, these guys will be backups for the potential guys that we will bring into the squad. For right now, we are going to be playing the Brazilian up top with either Wilson. Yeah, I think with Wilson. I think we'll do it with Wilson right now. All right, guys. So Paul is out. He's signed Renes for $4,250,000. He's out, but we've brought in Llorente, guys. Yes, Newcastle's gotten Llorente in that midfield now, and we picked him up for a whopping $137,800,000 to come to the club. So midfield looking a little bit stronger with Llorente. We lose Paul, but we get Llorente, and we did end up trading Hendrick with him as well. So 2 players out, 1 player in, but he's going to be massive for us in the midfield. We end up selling Shelby for $7.5 million, but it's all good. We got Llorente, and now we have signed the Wonder Kid to the club. Holland has joined for a whopping $210 million. A little bit more, $210.5 million. Biggest signing Newcastle seen in forever. Well, maybe ever. We end up selling to Sheffield for 400, almost 5 million. We ended up letting Dwight go. Dwight Gale is now gone and left the club, but we did make a really big signing, and that would be in our back line. For center back, guys, we went ahead and picked up Marquinhos for a whopping 160 million, almost 161 million for the ex-PSG center back. The 27-year-old Brazilian has now joined the team to help up that defense. Now, there is one crazy thing that actually happened, and this was a player I was thinking about going for. Ricardo Pereira from Leicester just got picked up by Dortmund. I needed a right back, and he was one that I wanted to go for, but it looks like he's already been taken up, which is disappointing because the right back position is something that we definitely do need to work on. So I'm sad that we lost the opportunity to go after him, but he went to Dortmund now, which is kind of crazy. Also, in other news, in this career mode, Rafa from Benfica got picked up by Manchester United as well, which was kind of crazy. Another player that I was kind of looking to maybe bring in for that right mid position. It is what it is. All right, guys, we've gone ahead and gone after Greenwood because I did see that United ended up picking up Rafa. I thought I could get a pretty good deal on Greenwood. We definitely need a right mid. Murphy's probably not going to cut it. I thought the young man, of course, has potential, can play that right mid position and also a striker position if we need him to convert to striker, which eventually we might end up doing. We ended up getting him for 50 million, which I thought was a deal. Honestly, almost 51 million for Greenwood. I think the kid is 18 or 19 years old. A lot of potential in FIFA and in real life. Now we still need a fullback for this season, hopefully, and maybe another backup for that right wing position for Greenwood. We'll have to see. Again, still sending a lot of players out, and we'll see what's going to happen with the team. But for right now, we've spent a lot of money, and I'm hoping we can get that Champions League in the next year or two. Guys, just a little recap on who's come in, who's gone, all that good stuff from our club. Of course, Clark has gone. We made 5 million off of him, and we let him go. 31 years old, no real potential there for us. And I plan on bringing in some younger potential and maybe even better center backs. We did bring in Marquinhos already, but there's more in the works. Of course, we ended up bringing in, of course, Greenwood for 50 million. We ought to also let Kraft go on loan to Benfica for a year. Of course, Gale went to Sheffield for almost 5 million. Marquinhos was purchased to the club. We went ahead and also let another goalkeeper go for sale. I do want to go after a goalkeeper as well. And I'm hoping he's going to do a little bit better. I know we have some good players right now, but I want to bring in another one that Woodman, I think his name is. I think he has potential, and we're definitely going to keep him around, but getting rid of some of these other players that really don't have any potential. And these are all the other moves that you guys have seen here so far, what's left and what we're still trying to get rid of. All right, guys, so we made a big purchase for the right back. I wanted, like I said, I wanted to go after Ricardo Pereira, but Dortmund ended up picking him up. But I went after another young man in Mukiel, man. We picked him up, the Frenchman now, 23 years old. We got him for 45 million, which honestly, I feel like it's a bargain. Definitely has the potential, and if I'm not mistaken, can also play center back if we need him to. So the fact that we picked him up is nice. We can change positions on him. Well, we picked him up for 45 mil. We've spent a lot of money. There's still a couple players that I want to go after. I'm going to try to see if we can do maybe one more purchase here. All right, guys, so we are 8 hours in, and the center back has gone ahead. The Argentine has been sold here, and the latest deals so far aren't all that big. We've done pretty big moves ourselves here. Oh, wow. Savic actually goes to Aleti for 120. That's actually huge. Let's see what other deals have happened. Of course, when it comes to top deals, Koundé went to Chelsea, which is one kid that I actually wanted to go after as well. But he's at Chelsea. We'll probably have to wait a while to get him. United end up picking up Gnabry as well. I know they picked up Rafa, unless they were going after Rafa, and that didn't happen. Chelsea has sold Jorginho to PSG for 80 million. Interesting. Ginter to Inter. Correa to Liverpool. Jesus Christ. These are moves that I never thought were going to happen. Bayern pick up a center back, which this kid, that kid has potential, man. And Frankfurt has gone ahead and sold to Inter for 71. Real Madrid has picked up Aubameyang, which is kind of insane. Ben Yedder to Man City, interesting. Hermoso goes to Dortmund for 66 for Maletti. Diaz is sold to Juve for 65. Oh my God, Leipzig ended up picking up Chucky. He went for 64 million. Ricardo Plata, like I said, went to Dortmund. That's somebody that we wanted to go after. And I really, really wanted him, but we ended up getting a Mukiel, which is actually pretty good for us. Luis Alberto goes to United. Fabian goes to Liverpool. Williams goes to Monaco. Interesting. And Sarr. Jesus Christ. Do you guys got to take everybody, bro? Do you guys got to legitimately take everybody? Barca, everybody I was going to go after, they've gone ahead and picked up. Maybe I should have gone quicker, huh? Savic goes over to City. Stones goes to Real Madrid. Saul goes to Atleti. Man, the La Liga is going after the Germans like crazy. Gomez to Dortmund. And of course, Arsenal pick up Renato Sanchez. Of course they do. Of course they do. Greenwood came to us, guys. As you guys know, PSV has made some moves here. Canellas goes to Atleti, and Sandro goes to Real Madrid. That's interesting. That is actually a very, very interesting move. Chelsea has picked up a left back. I thought they had Chilwell. I don't know what's happening there. Wow, Spurs making moves here, guys, as you guys see, and there it is. That's what I was talking about earlier. Rafa ended up they ended up picking up 2 right wings or 2 right mids. I mean, I guess we picked up Greenwood, so they had to replace him. It is what it is. Center back for Leicester, AC Milan. Kid has potential. Lacazette went to AC for 30, and Lucas is now at Bayern as well. A lot of great moves this window so far, but definitely players that we want to keep an eye on because we might end up bringing them to our club in the future. Big deal coming in the 5th hour here, guys. It looks like Manolas is going to United from Napoli for 40 million. They're just picking up center backs that I would definitely like to go after right away. But there are some players I want to get. I don't know if we'll be able to get them this window. Maybe in the winter. Right now, our squad is looking pretty good, and hopefully we can do well with them. But there are some other moves that I definitely want to make here. Hopefully before the window closes, and maybe we can get rid of some players as well. Looks like some of this stuff is not actually happening. Federico ends up leaving, but that's pretty much it. And it dies out for other players moving on out. Again, just trying to see what we can get and what we can move around. But yeah, for right now, team's looking good right now. I just definitely would like to get some other players and move some things out here and there, but we'll see what happens in the last couple of hours here. All right, guys, last hour, last minute, basically, we end up buying Theo Hernandez for that left back position for 94 million, bringing in some really, really big names at the beginning of this career mode in this season, and we're definitely going to keep going stronger. We got the money because of the financial takeover, and the players that we're bringing in is going to take Newcastle to glory. Picked them up for, again, 94 million. I know it's crazy, but the team is looking really good right now. Huge money we've dished out, and I hope it pays off, because otherwise I'm screwed. Right now, the board likes me. We've been making moves. Money talks, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what's going to happen here at the end of this window, if any other big moves happen. But for us, that is going to be it. There are some players that I did want to go after, and we'll use that maybe in the winter or maybe even next season, but we've done quite a bit so far. As you guys can see right now, 3 games in right now, we are in 3rd place with the squad that we have. We've done pretty well. Looks like we do have United coming up here, which is going to be a very, very tough game, but we are in right now 3rd place and looking strong. Need to stay in that top 4 to get Champions League, and with the squad that we have now, we better. All right, guys, so what we have right now at the end of this window, again, 3 games in 3rd place right now. Mukiel came in, Theo came in, Marquinhos, Llorente, Greenwood, and Haaland. We are still going to be in our starting 11. Of course, we are going to be playing Willock up top or in the midfield there with Llorente. I'm probably going to convert him into a CM. We got Wilson starting up. We try to let him go as well. Couldn't get him to go, so we got Wilson, of course, the Brazilian, to swap out of there with Haaland, and then Saint is going to be playing the left mid position. Again, with both Saint and Greenwood, they can both play that striker role, which is fantastic for us. I am going to be playing Woodman in here. He has potential, and I definitely want to get him more involved. All right, guys, so as you guys can see here, we've let a lot of people go before the window opened. We made deals that had happened, and we decided to let them go. There are some players I'm going to be going after right now, but we've left our fullback go. We left our striker go. We let goalkeeper go, if I'm not mistaken. We just let a whole lot of players go, but there's a lot of moves that I want to make coming up for the club right now. So as you can see, we've done a lot of stuff. Wilson's done really, really well for us. I also want to show you some other player that I brought up from the youth that's been incredible for us. But yeah, as of right now, guys, a lot of players have gone ahead and moved out. They really haven't been doing much for us, but I do want to go ahead and show you where we're at with 20 games played so far, guys. 20 games played. Window just opened up. It is January 1st. We have Southampton coming up here, but we are in second place with the squad that we ended up putting together here. Newcastle, of course, we're in second. City is in first. We have Liverpool in third. Aston Villa is in fourth, which is kind of unbelievable if you ask me. Spurs in fifth. United in sixth. West Ham legitimately in seventh. And we have Chelsea in 10th place with the squad that they have is unbelievable. Southampton and Arsenal, you know, Arsenal mid-table seems kind of right. You know, hopefully they get their stuff together at Arsenal. Leeds in 11th, Wolves in 14th, Everton 15th, Watford 16th, and then, of course, Norwich, Crystal Palace, and Brentford on the verge of dropping down and getting regulated for next season. That's kind of insane. In other news, guys, in the EFL Cup, we've been doing pretty well. As you guys can see here in the round 2, we beat Reading 2-1. Which honestly is to be expected with the squad that we have. We should be able to deal with this competition pretty easily. Round 3, guys, we end up winning 5-0 to move us on to the next round, which is round 4. And we ended up winning against Leicester City 2-1, which is kind of good, right? It's kind of good. We're doing okay, guys. We're on track to win some trophies. We ended up beating in the quarterfinals Chelsea in penalties 4-3 there. And now we're in the semifinals, guys. We do have Manchester United in the semifinals, and Liverpool is against Spurs. Hopefully we can win some silverware, but that's how it's looking right now so far. Window is open, guys. I plan on making a couple of moves because, like we saw, we ended up losing quite a lot of players here, and we got to bring in replacements for those players. But I do want to show you one player that I've brought up from the youth, which has kind of been insane for us. And his growth has been unbelievable. I think I got him at, I want to say 72, I think. Yeah. He's already at +1, if I am not mistaken. He has a potential, honestly, and he's doing really, really well. So the young man, 18 years old, guys, Alexander Berry. We brought him up from the youth, and 18 years old. He had a 5-star already. We are working right now on other stuff for him. We're going to make him a high, give him a little bit more pace as well, stamina, all that good stuff. I'm going to probably work him as a supporting midfielder just to get him. Again, like I said, he came with as a 5-star. Honestly, if you guys are playing career mode yourself and you can get your hands on getting him off of Newcastle somehow from the academy, I would definitely go after him. The kid has potential. Again, 5-star. I'm turning him into a high, and then we're going to go ahead and put him back on balanced. But he has been playing either position for us, the left mid for Saint, or I bring him in for Greenwood at the right mid. That being said, we definitely need to bring in some players here for those positions here now that the window is actually up and running again. With, of course, the window open, this is one player that I definitely want to go after. The young man, the Englishman, Dean Henderson, who has a lot of potential. We paid a lot of money for him, I'm not going to lie here, at almost 60 million for him. But he is going to be the future, in my opinion, probably for England, and also the future for Newcastle, and of course the future for United in real life. But I went after him for Woodman, excuse me, has potential, but I want to go ahead and pick up Dean. I feel like he has a lot more potential and can be really, really good, and we can have two really good goalkeepers because of the fact that we're pushing players out and we've sold some players. I thought bringing in Henderson would help us out and, of course, strengthen that defense, and we go ahead and pick him up from United again. Almost $60 million for him, but well worth it for the young man at 24 years old. And hopefully his potential is going to be huge for us and also for England. But we'll see what other moves we can make here. There is probably just one other position that I probably want to strengthen. So we'll see if we can do that before the window closes. Guys, Espanyol came looking for a CM. They asked to take Sean Longstaff, and we went ahead and let him go. We let him go for under 7 million here, guys, but he wasn't playing. He was upset, so I decided to go ahead and let him go. On other news, though, it looks like Tierney ended up signing with AC Milan, which is pretty interesting. And it looks also Ruben Peña has been sold to West Ham as well for 20 mil, which is very, very interesting. Dembele being sold over to Arsenal for 28. Of course, that was because they let Lacazette go. So a lot of moves being done here. Deadline day is here. Wow, PSG just picked up Valverde for 95 million. Jesus, that's a really, really big move for them to make here. That's massive. And then it looks like Bayern Joe Gomez ended up selling for 80 million, and Koulibaly now at Liverpool. Interesting. And only for 65 million as well. We definitely need ourselves a center back, and Joe was on my radar, but looks like we can't be getting him because he just went to Bayern. All right, guys, we've made a center back move here for LaCroix. I like to call him Lacrosse. We got him for 45,800,000. 21 years old, has potential in real life. We all know him in FIFA. He's a beast, right? But in real life has potential, and of course, in FIFA has a lot of potential to grow. And since we've gotten rid of so many of our center backs, and we want these young players to be able to grow and work in those positions for years to come, I thought, why not go after LaCroix here and see if for LaCroix, I think that's a Lacrosse. I'm gonna keep calling him Lacrosse, man. That's what we do. We ended up picking him up, guys. I apologize for butchering his name, but either way, we picked him up now. Now we have somebody to rotate. We will bring more players in the future for sure, but definitely a player to look towards the future and hopefully has the growth in him to stay at the club for a long time. But for a 5-year deal, we paid 45 million from Wolfsburg, and he now joins the team. All right, guys, we got 1 hour left here on this window. We've brought in LaCroix, we've brought in Henderson. I think that's pretty good for right now. The team is looking like this in the starting 11 here. Of course, we do have LaCroix to bring on as well, but Jamal is he plays well for us at center back, and we have him, and when he's not going anywhere. And of course, a Willock for me has been fantastic as well in that midfield. Team's looking really, really good here. There are some other moves that I would like to do in the future, but for right now, I think for this window, we've done more than enough for this team to at least finish in the top 4. To be fair with this team, they should literally win the Prem in their first season. Guys, an unbelievable thing happened this season. At the end of all 38 games, Newcastle ended up winning the league. Now, do I expect that to happen in real life? Probably not. The players that we're able to get, I didn't expect to win the league. Even with the players that we got, I didn't think the team was strong enough to be 100% honest with you in one season. But things turned out really, really well for us, guys. We won by a point, which is unbelievable. As you guys can see here, United ended in 2nd, City in 3rd, Liverpool in 4th, West Ham in 6th, Chelsea in 7th, Aston Villa in 8th, Spurs in 9th, Southampton 10th, Everton 11th, Arsenal 12th, Leeds United at 13th, Burnley in 14th, Wolves 15th, Watford 16th, Brighton 17th, Norwich is going down, Crystal Palace being regulated, and Brentford as well, jumping down into that 2nd division. Unbelievable season for us, guys. I am not going to lie. We got Champions League football, which is freaking insane in our first season. Again, with the money that we had, I could have probably bought a lot more players, but I didn't want to go too crazy in the beginning. But yeah, it was like I didn't expect to. In other news, guys, the FA Cup as well. Round 4, we ended up winning. In round 5, we ended up winning 2-0 to Aston Villa. Round 6, we ended up beating Everton 5-2. In the semifinals, we had to play Leicester. We ended up beating them 2-0. Brentford lost to United. So that meant Newcastle United in the final. And yes, Newcastle has pulled off a double, winning the FA Cup and also the Prem, which is insane. Champions League winner goes to City, guys. They end up beating Aletti 2-1. Leipzig beat United, like I said, just coming short for United this season. In the final, Leipzig beats United to win the Europa League. And Feyenoord beats Slavia Prague 1-0 for the Europa Conference League, which is pretty damn crazy, guys. United in a lot of competitions, but not able to win too much. I am very, very happy with what we've done so far in this. And of course, it's all about winning Champions League, and there's a lot still to be done. All right, guys, that's going to end season 1. All right, guys, season 2. We're already starting off with some problems. We ended up selling some players throughout the last half of the first season. Wilson ended up going, Fraser ended up going, and also the goalkeeper, Gil left as well. So we had all these players that we made our money with throughout the season. They were doing really, really well, and we got some money from them. So we went ahead and let them go because there are some moves that I definitely want to make this season to make the team even stronger. Problem right now is that our squad is very, very thin due to the fact that I did let a lot of players go. But as you guys can see here, new budget here, they're giving us like 281 million, which is nuts. So we have a total of 419 million to play around with this season, which is insane because I'm not even gonna need any of that money really. I'm gonna need a couple mil, but not that much money, which is nuts, which is kind of nice. But either way, guys, we are gonna straighten our strong. Now that we've lost our striker, we've lost a left mid, which honestly I don't need another left mid to replace, but there is some things that we're going to have to do for this squad now that we did end up losing a striker. But that's what's happened so far, and there's a lot of things to work on for this season. But the main goal is for Champions League football. Guys, we have gotten rid of Wilson, but we've brought in the young man that I was trying to get in season 1. We ended up bringing in Saka, guys, to play that wing. We ended up paying 80 million for him. I think his value was around 63 or something. We ended up paying, like, I don't know, 17 million more than what his value is. But honestly, by the time he leaves or in a year, he'll be worth double or triple that money because I know he's going to do work for us. Guys, in disappointing news here, Willock has been picked up by his release clause. They bought him out, which is very disappointing because I didn't want to lose the young man. But we ended up losing him to Everton. They came up, picked up his release clause. So now we got to find another midfielder to replace him, which that wasn't something that I was planning on doing. I think I just made the craziest move ever made in career mode. I just paid almost 257 million for Frankie de Jong to Newcastle. This has to be the biggest, I don't want to say waste of money because de Jong is crazy, but the amount of money I just paid for de Jong in that midfield is insane. But we lost Willock, now we got de Jong. That means our midfield now is looking like this. What we have right now, guys, is this squad. Greenwood's being converted into a striker. We got now Saka at right wing. We got Llorente and de Jong in the midfield. We got my man Lacrosse. I know, that's not how you say his name. I just like to call him Lacrosse. We got Lacrosse, Marquinhos, Theo Hernandez, Mukael, Saint, Holland, and Greenwood. Henderson and net. As you guys can see, they've been growing like crazy. All right, guys, deadline day is here. The player we went after is another winger player, another mid player here. We went after somebody that I wanted in our first season, but Barca ended up buying him, and now we bought them from Barca. We paid 54, almost 55 million for him, but I think it's going to be well worth it. Again, the kid has a lot of potential in FIFA and in real life, of course, but when we're talking about FIFA, has a lot of potential. I think his potential is up to 86 in FIFA 22, so definitely very happy with that purchase there. The only downfall to everything right now is the fact that our striker Greenwood is not converted to a striker yet. But that being said, happy that we have Sar. The squad now is looking really legit for us now. That being said, guys, transfer deadline day for the new season here of season 22 to 23 has started off. And as you can see, we're not starting off good. 3 games played, 3 points only. All right, guys, so taking a look at all the groups here for the Champions League, we ended up in Group H against Atleti, of course, Porto and Moscow. Hopefully, we can end up beating Porto really, really badly, because I just need to beat them for my own personal happiness. I'm glad we're in their group because we can smack them now. PSG, easy group there. I feel like they're definitely going to come out there. Atalanta maybe could give them a little bit of trouble there. Monaco, Ajax, and Barca in this group with Monaco. That could be a really, really tough group there, to be fair. But honestly, I think Ajax and Barca will come out of that group. Inter and Bayern with Braga. Yeah, I feel like Bayern's going to come out of that group. Sevilla, I think that's Lazio, and City. And I think City is going to come out of that group pretty easily. United got Leipzig and Dynamo. To be fair, I feel like Leipzig and United will come out of that group. For Group B, Roma. Oof, that's tough. Liverpool, I think, will come out. And besides that, I have no idea how Roma is doing. For Group A, Real Madrid and Dortmund, I feel like those two will definitely come out of that group. That being said, guys, it is now time for Champions League football here soon. And we got our first match coming up here. Now, as you guys know, we are not allowed to play, but we are allowed to sim, and I cannot jump in. So we're going to go ahead and sim this game here. We probably won't do all of them, but this is the first Champions League game with me at the head of Newcastle, and we end up winning 2-0 at home against Atleti, which is fantastic because the next round, hopefully we can do the same. Team did really, really well there. St. Marquinhos getting on the score sheet, Haaland not on the score sheet, and Greenwood still not performing all that well at that striker role, but in a couple weeks, he should be fine. All right, guys, deadline day is here, and there is one player that I'm going to be trying to go after, or a position that I'm going to be trying to go after. I need another striker just for rotational purposes. All right, guys, so we made a choice on going after a rotational player, which is going to be Tammy. I don't really have another striker for rotation. Other positions we are fine on with rotational players, except for the striker role, because we ended up getting rid of Wilson, which honestly, at this point, I'm regretting getting rid of Wilson, to be 100% honest with you. But we ended up bringing in Tammy, which I think is a fantastic player, and I'm kind of disappointed Chelsea let him go to Roma. But that being said, we picked him up for 66 million to bring him back here. He is going to be a rotation player for us, which is going to help us hopefully up top. And we'll see what happens here with the rest of the Champions League and, of course, the league. Not starting off all that great, to be fair. All right, guys, we are now 24 games into it, right after the transfer window, of course, has been closed here. We ended up getting Tammy. It was the only big move that we did this winter. And honestly, I don't think we need anything else. The team should be performing pretty well. But as you guys can see, we are not gelling all that well with the new, with De Jong in the midfield, and also not having Wilson at striker is a big problem for us right now. We are in 7th place right now with 38 points, and the leaders are Liverpool with 57, City in 2nd, Spurs in 3rd, United in 4th, Aston Villa in 5. We definitely need to do a little bit better, and hopefully the second round here we'll be able to do just a little bit better than what we have been doing up to now. All right, guys, so we ended up getting out of the group stage here. As you can see, in 1st place here, we beat Atleti 2-0. Then we ended up beating Moscow 3-1. And then we played Porto and we beat them 2-0. And then we Porto beat us, Moscow beat us, and then we tied with Atleti to get out of the group in 1st place, which is fantastic. We're going to end up playing Bayern in the round of 16, which is going to be a very, very tough match. And hopefully we'll be able to actually win that match. All right, guys, it's time for the round of 16, our match against Bayern. I am very, very nervous about this because the team has not been performing. Even though you see the squad right now and it looks insane, it has not been performing, and I can't jump in until we get to the final. And that's that's the hard part, right? We're gonna go ahead and send this, guys, and take a look here, and hopefully we can win. This is bad for us here, man. 88th minute. If we can hold this off away from home, getting a win would be fantastic in the round of 16. And it looks like we are gonna get that win. More possession at the end of the game for Bayern, but we had more shots, more chances, and we end up getting the goal, which is fantastic. And of course, Lewandowski missing that pen was huge. Looks like Barcelona won to Leipzig, and things are still looking up for us in the Champions League. All right, guys, we are going up against Bayern in the second leg here in the round of 16. It is going to be a home game for us, and they're going to come out with everything they got. I think I'm going to start just like this. Same team. Yeah, I feel like this would be a really, really good for us. We're going to go ahead. Actually, you know what? I'm probably not going to start like this. Hold on. Let me check one thing here. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll bring in Max if we need to. I need to give these kids a little bit of playing time. Haven't been giving too much playing time for them. But let's go ahead and sim this match here in the round of 16, guys. If we can get through this round, knocking out Bayern would be massive for us. They are a huge side, as you guys know. 89th minute here, still a corner for Bayern Munich, man. They've had more possession and they've been attacking us like crazy, but still able to hold them off. Newcastle is going to be able to cross this in, and still nothing. They were not able to score. No finishers. They had shooters, but no finishers. All right, guys. So in the round of 16, we know we are through. As you guys can see, we beat Bayern 2-0. Dortmund, or Atleti beat Dortmund 4-0. PSG won 2-1. And Liverpool won 6-3 on aggregate. Then we have on pens, it looks like Lazio went through 5-4 on pens. United lose to Atalanta 4-2 on aggregate. And City get kicked out as well by Inter, which is incredible, to be honest. So it looks like it's just Liverpool and Newcastle for the English sides still in the Champions League. We are going to be facing Inter, who ended up kicking out City, which is, you know, crazy. Inter kicked out City. Atleti's going to be playing Atalanta. Liverpool is going to be playing Barcelona in the quarterfinals. And Lazio is going to be playing PSG. In the quarterfinals, we got Inter, who is playing a 3-1-4-2 here. Squad doesn't look too scary on paper, but Benzema, Martinez, Everton could be kind of nuts here. Also, another big problem that we have is Marquinhos ended up getting injured. It is now back. He was only had a bruised leg for 4 days or so, but he is a bit injured, which is a problem. We'll have to see if maybe he can actually win this without him. We now get it out to Mukaleli, who is trying to cross this in to find Tammy. That's going to be offside here. 2 minutes left in this half, guys, and that is going to be game. No possession really, but at the end of the day, we get the win. That's all that really matters. We got them finishers, man. We got them finishers, and that's good. Atleti beats Atalanta here as well, and we'll keep it moving. Game 2 of the quarterfinals here against Inter, guys. Of course, it's going to be a away game here. We're up by 3 goals. You never know what's going to happen. We are going to start just like this. Marquinhos is back for this game, and we are also going to go ahead and sit Max and do this. I feel like the team plays a lot better with Jamal in, to be fair. Either way, guys, this is how we're going to go. And there it is, guys. That is going to be the 90th minute. 4-1 on aggregate. We did really well. Tammy comes in, gets a couple of goals. It looks like Atleti did end up beating Atalanta in this game as well, 2-0. On aggregate, Atalanta wins. We beat Inter. Liverpool ends up beating Barca, and PSG beat Lazio in the quarterfinal. All right, guys, in the semifinals, we are facing PSG. Liverpool is facing Atleti. And all we have to do is get through one more team to get to the finals, guys. And PSG is going to be that team. They have a massive squad, if I am not mistaken. They've been making moves. I am very, very nervous about this game. And honestly, I'm very, very nervous that my team is not performing all that well this year. To get started off here, they do have Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, Verratti, Valverde, Jorginho in that midfield. Oh my goodness, that back line not as scary without Marquinhos and Kimpembe, but still Donnarumma in net. it could be very, very tough for us. We are going to, of course, sim this, guys. We can only play in the final if we can get through this team, PSG, who have a massive side. And it is going to be the end of the match, guys. We end up winning 2-1 here, but still, what a game. We could have had a lot more, to be fair. Team just wasn't getting things done. It was very, very annoying. The away game against PSG, which they have a goal on, of course, away goal, which could be very, very deadly for us. They are playing with their main side in that 4-3-3 flat. We are going to be playing in the 4-4-2, and we'll see if we can get this. I don't know if I want to make any changes right now. I think we're okay. Yo, guys, really quickly, I apologize ahead of time. I just noticed this while editing this that my camera ends up dying. It gets frozen or whatever. The voice comes through fine. It's just the camera freezes. So I apologize for that. I'll make sure to check out for that in the future. I know this video is getting extra long. I'll make sure to condense the videos a bit better if we continue to do these. If you guys are enjoying, drop a like, subscribe. Let's jump back into it. Oi! Barry does it. 4-0. Let's go, boys. Oh, man, the team we put together is incredible. The team we put together is incredible, dude. Let's go, man. We are in the finals. We smashed PSG in Paris. It is over, baby. We're making it to the finals, guys. Holy smokes. Barry scores for us. Llorente scores for us. Greenwood and Saka all get a goal. Haaland not on the score sheet, but it's fine because we end up winning. All right, guys, this is the final of the Champions League. It is Liverpool playing in that 4-3-3, that false nine. Correa. When the hell did they get Correa? Fabinho, Fabian, Keita, Robertson, Koulibaly, Van Dijk in the back with Alexander-Arnold. And of course, Mane is still on the team. All right, guys, so here we go. Everything is set up. Let's go ahead and jump into this game, get this win, hopefully, and we've accomplished what we've wanted to in this rebuild, which is take Newcastle to glory in European competitions. We've rebuilt them. We've wasted a lot of money doing so. I am not going to lie here, but could our side win Champions League 2 years in? We'll have to see. We get this into Greenwood. Saka not doing much, but standing around. We get a good through ball into Saka. We got Llorente all by himself in front of goal, and bang, baby, 3 minutes in. Why? I don't understand why Llorente, this is the first time playing with the team, and why Llorente was running from the midfield to the striker position, and Haaland was nowhere to be found, and Greenwood's chilling back as well. Like, it confuses me. But Llorente gets himself a goal here, guys, in the finals of this Champions League. And hopefully, baby, we get to hold up the trophy. Greenwood. You got Saint down the middle. What's his name? Theo? By himself. There it is, guys. Holy moly. They're putting so much pressure, and constant pressure Liverpool is on us since like the whistle blown, that they're just leaving mad gaps in behind everywhere. Haaland, Saint, what a ball. Come on, baby. I believe in you guys. Yo, we got Saka back post. No, I'm lying. We got Greenwood back post. I thought Saka was going to continue that run, but Saka wanted to go to the middle and Greenwood wanted to go out wide. I don't know why they're playing the positions they're playing. Saka seems to want to play striker, but doesn't matter, guys. Here, it's 3-0 right now. I'm ecstatic. It's very, very tough. I'm not going to lie to you. On the attack, they're coming at me with everything they got. And we are very, very lucky they haven't scored yet. No? Yes? Well done. All right, guys. We are going to make some changes here because everybody is fatigued on our team. We now have De Jong. It's going to be one-on-one with Alisson. And he scores. Let's go, baby. Let's freaking go, baby. Let's freaking go, baby. Oh, man. They get one. They get one. They do get a goal. It would have been sick to keep a clean sheet, but a good ball into Martinez. Couldn't do anything about it. Why are you telling me it's literally, the game's over, bro? Game's over. I feel like you were offside. You know? shut off just for 1 minute in defense, or 1 second in defense, and they end up scoring a goal. But 2 minutes in, guys, we've done it. We have done it. 2 seasons it took here at Newcastle. Again, it was that financial takeover that probably helped out even more to do this as quick as we did in 2 seasons. Incredible moves that we've made. De Jong, Llorente, Holland, Saka, Greenwood, Max, Marquinhos, Mukael, and freaking Theo Henderson in goal. Just incredible scenes here. Incredible scenes here, guys, for us to go ahead and lift the trophy with Newcastle. We brought in Tammy in the winter, helped us out tremendously. Llorente. Is Llorente the captain, bro? Nah, there's no way. Marquinhos is the captain. Marquinhos takes over here, guys. And he's going to go ahead and lift the trophy. And there it is, boys. We have accomplished it. We have done it. Llorente, Marquinhos. Newcastle has won European titles and has won the Prem yet again. We have taken them to glory in just 2 little seasons. But big purchases happen. Good moves happen. Good play happen. We ended 8th place this season. The board is not happy with me, as you just saw there. Haven't been taking care of the youth. To be fair, don't care. We won the Prem in the first season, and then we end up getting 8th place, which is horrendous. Horrendous with the team that we had. But we ended 8th, but the one thing that did matter, we ended up winning the Champions League in the final against Liverpool. And this is the main objective of this rebuild, is to win this. This trophy right here is what we're meant to get, and we've done it. 2 seasons, financial takeover, and for the EFL Cup, we ended up doing that, guys. So we won some trophies this year. We won the EFL Cup. We won the Champions League. I feel like it was a good year for us. The board's not happy with me because I didn't do anything with the youth or anything like that. But besides that, guys, we got the most important thing, which was the Champions League. Nothing else honestly matters to me. I am ecstatic for me doing my first rebuild here, guys. I didn't expect it to take me as long as it did to record this. It took me about 6 hours just to record all of this. That's without the editing process. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, guys. Let me know what I can do better in the future. I know this video or this rebuild is a little bit unrealistic, like too unrealistic, due to the fact that with the financial takeover and how much players we could buy straight off the bat was insane. But that being said, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know down below what I could do to improve this series. Hopefully you guys want to see more of these. Let me know what teams you would like to see down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Deuces, baby.